Hello friends, Rabbi Jacques Kukerkorn here from Temple Israel to talk with you about this week's Parasha Korach. Korach, a fascinating story, the longest story in the Torah, in the most detail, clearly showing that somebody who put the Torah together had the desire for you to know all the details about it. But in its essence, however, it tells a story of a fellow, Korach, who was of a Levite family, who decides to hold a rebellion for what on the surface seems to be more democracy. To say, why should just Moses be a special guy? Why shouldn't everybody be special? Isn't everybody the same in front of God? And it's interesting because we live in a world where, if you are watching me, you're probably watching me in some kind of social media. It's probably going to be on YouTube and Facebook, where we go online and there is this tremendous democracy. Everybody has a voice. On the surface, every voice has the same value. A voice is a voice. You can get the world top expert on any subject there, puts one opinion, somebody else who's a nobody, who knows nothing, who's God knows even what his or her agenda is, comes in and says, I disagree, and now they can have a debate, or get two or three of them ganging up against the top expert, and on the surface they win, because there's more of them versus one person. How much can one person debate? And ultimately, if you really are an expert or a person of worth, you are busy, you have more stuff to do than be debating losers online. So, especially people who may not know anything about what they're talking about. So, the people who want to just debate end up, quote, winning, because, if you're really busy, you have no time to be debating. And there's a story, a parable told about that, it relates to this, by the Dubner Maggid, the Maggid of Dubno. Tells a story of one evening, dark already, a man walks into a cloth shop to buy some cloth for his wife. The storekeeper runs to turn the lights on so the merchandise will show better and appear better. The store is dark, and he asks the client, what are you looking for? You want something fancy, you want something durable, something cheap? The client says, you know what, I don't care. For me, cloth is cloth. I'm going to buy whatever I'm going to buy, wherever I think it's okay. I don't care. Cloth is cloth. And I already know what I'm going to pay. So if you want it, you take it. If not, I don't care, because for me, cloth is cloth. Should be, as far as I'm concerned, should all be only one price. The storekeeper then goes, flips the lights off. And the client says, what have you done? Why do you turn the light off? He says, well, you claim that there is no good material or bad material. Everything is the same. So, and you're going to pay the price you're going to pay, doesn't matter what. So what do you need the lights on for? I only light the store for my customers that can distinguish between the different qualities of fabric so they can make a better choice. But since you say that for you it's all the same, you clearly don't care about quality. Just take anything. And this is what we have. Korach comes with this argument saying there is no difference. Everybody is the same. God is close to everyone. There's no difference between good, big or small, Cohen or Israelite. Then Moses warns Korach and says, when the morning comes, God will make his decision, and God will tell us who is close to him. Therefore, there are differences in people. Although we know that intrinsically everybody is the same, everybody has the same worth, as a human being, people are different. Some are wise, some are foolish, some are great, some are narrow, limited. And as long as God separates between morning and evening in this world, there's also a distinction between other things like light and darkness, holy and profane, wisdom and foolishness. And I think our task is, in our world, especially a world of such information, as being partners with God, our duty is to work to how do we make better choices? By seeking to inform ourselves better. When you see me like a talking head, go figure out who I am if you don't know me. Or before you take for granted that something you read on the internet or on Facebook or it's true, check it out, because sometimes people have just different agendas and not everybody is the same. That's clearly the message of this parsha. Shalom.